They're the ones that are on top, and they're the ones that are working hard to stay on top. And looks like it's
Look at this.
aggressive.
Very beautiful aggression coming in from Alter Ego right now. And that's just basically them cleaning off the boards right here, Key, as we still have a lot on their plate.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they don't have to take out too much of their playbooks, but capriciouS here with a quick headshot onto enerii opens things up for teams. This is their buy round after all, so they do want to keep those rifles. The heal goes on to Jet. Gets another headshot onto Ayumiii. These smaller guns are definitely becoming a problem, but oreopheliaa takes Ali down, takes Japips down as well with that Spectre Tarathiel.
But look at this though, Tarathiel is going to take down capriciouS, who did get that 2K from earlier. So right now, let's see if things are going to go across the board. Right now, we are seeing the plant is going, the spike is going to be planted right here. They have the post-plant situation. Now they just basically can play for double peaks here for the side of Alter Ego, but you know, right now, the position-wise is good, but HP-wise, they need to be careful.
Yeah, and oreopheliaa, we haven't really seen her.
And of course, right now, we're seeing it then going in, but the corners are also heavily guarded. Eisberg will be taking down Shirazi here. This is going to be the swarm grenades, just trying to delay the time. We'll be seeing it, but it's not enough to take it down. But I think this could be a point now for the side of TCA. Ooh.
No, it's Alter Ego Celeste taking the win.
How TCA is going to do this. They really looking aggressive for the side of Celeste here. Ayumiii with the 2K and enerii taking down one with the boom bot and just going in towards the entry. I think they were not really expecting too much of that aggression in towards a site. They just really know how to play along the sides right here. And just like that, third point comes in towards Celeste.
Unavoidable.
Yep.
But Japips still gets one as consolation, you know.
Oh, look at that bunny hop.
Oh, but still is taken down. If they do run out of resources to deal with, then maybe they can play along around it. But right now they're eyeing out for this B garage take potentially. But with this quite of a slow push, it kind of like gives an opportunity now for Alter Ego to position themselves. But Alexy though is going to take enerii down.
Yeah, this actually really interesting. oreopheliaa hasn't really been playing for Celeste in the last few opens, but they are not missing a beat at all. 2 quick headshots onto the site, and they immediately get the numbers advantage going to this B site. They also have 2 sentinels alive, so it's going to be a difficult retake for TC Rise right now.
Indeed, and of course, once again, because they have planted the spike, post-plant positions are just basically in their favor. Double peeking here in towards Ali, not a bad idea, but you can't. It kind of risks the moment of collaterals that can happen from them, so they need to be very careful and swift about it. Japips will be taking down one though. Is it gonna be another? Ali will takes down from the backside Ayumiii for the trade, but do they have time to do the defuse though? I don't think so. But Ali still takes one, takes down Ayumiii. So basically, Eisberg here just has to buy time, but can she though? Because look, there is going to be the defuse here, and Ali goes for the 3. Lockdown as much as possible. But how is this so? Because basically the lockdown's done, and that's a beautiful take coming in from capriciouS, taking down Ayumiii in towards that site here. So that's really good. It kind of take them aback, but because of that res coming in from oreopheliaa, is going to reset things around, and now we see capriciouS still takes it down by enerii with that beautiful blade storms. It's gonna be a third indeed. Beautifully done. Is this the way? Are you the day? But no, Fearless still takes one. Eisberg for the trade, and a beautiful trade all across the board. Keep saying it for the 3rd time because basically it was done beautifully. But 1 versus 2 right now. Running all the way towards, let's say A, or maybe a fake. Oh, actually, yeah, it's a fake rotate now.
Yeah, see if she can catch someone maybe with their backs turned here, but it looks like they're still going to be watching mid. Oh, just the timing. Just misses Shirazi there. She might be able to get a kill here if she plays her cards right. oreopheliaa is going to get the jump onto Ali, gets the first kill. Tries to look for the second one. Is dancing around the pillars here. Shirazi is actually there, but she might not. Oh, she gets the headshot.
From the other.
Yeah.
But right now, we do see Ayumiii taking it down, capriciouS for the trade, which is beautifully done here. So resources are used across the board, which is what we've seen, at least for the 2 rounds that TCA have won. They were able to to isolate the fights and at the same time use the resources. But Tarathiel here for the Revenger squad takes down Shirazi in towards heaven. This is actually a good feat. 3 versus 4 now. Still, in terms of numbers advantage in favor of Celeste. So what is the best case scenario here? They can go for a retake, but I guess maybe a double peek here, and then the other one can go for a separate angle just so that they can get more room of it. But and as stated, Alexy takes down Ayumiii in an off angle there, which is really done well. The patience really paid her off.
Yeah, that was some great timing from her. Just swing just as Ayumiii was facing backwards. It's still a 3v3 though, and I wouldn't count a Celeste out. Even with Tarathiel at 30 HP, they're very lethal. She's gonna get topped up with that heal. capriciouS spots Eisberg out, and they actually used a showstopper here. Commits to oreopheliaa, but gets traded by Tarathiel with another headshot. They know the last one is on screens. 2v1 situation now. Ali has to play against 2. There's a shrouded step to confuse the Viper. She's looking for them now, but I don't think she'll find anyone.
This is the bamboozle moment coming in, but Ali still takes down Tarathiel, who attempted to actually go for that shrouded step, but that's going to be a swarm grenade. It's going to be used, but still Ali takes the hit. And going back in towards their game here, they may try to go for the mid control once again, because that's the higher chance of success. Beautifully done here. Uses the bot for some intel and triple peeks to follow through. Nicely done by Celeste right here, but they are quite slowed down because of these utilities coming through. But the question is, can TCA still maintain this as they try to control the site? And we do see it's a 3 versus 5 still complete in terms of attendance. Uses the showstopper, not gonna hit anyone to say the least, but Japips is already up on her feet. Uses the pain shell here, but they did not really follow through. Ayumiii though takes down Alexy in the process, making it 2. Okay, Japips for the trade. That's gonna be 2 as well for Japips, but a long way through. This is still 3 versus 1. Can the clutch happen? Uses the pain shells to further it down, but Eisberg.
Economy, Celeste are in a much better position than the scoreline shows.
Indeed, and of course it really shows, like the fact that they are able to patiently wait for these peaks. And speaking of that, Tarathiel just really takes it down, as well as enerii here really onslaught at this point for the side of Alter Ego, and they do have the site now if I reckon. And still, this could be actually not could be
Rise have invested a lot in. That operator was immediately flushed out by the smoke. In fact, 2 smokes. And she just can't get any impact kills here, right? Like after she spots them at Ramen there, she basically takes a shot, does not kill anyone, and this 4.7k gun is so difficult to use in these retake situations.
Indeed. It has to be basically you have to position yourself in the best case scenario. And enerii with the 1, capriciouS for the trade. Ayumiii takes down Japips in the long run. Misses the shot, but Ali still and Ayumiii goes for the respective trades. 3 versus 3. The fight's not yet over. Look at that. capriciouS and Alexy takes their own. But a 2k for Tarathiel here in towards backside. So capriciouS knows. But does she has time to the views? No, as Tarathiel is in a very good pre-aim position to get that 3k. So let's see if they are able
She's looking on the other
to
side.
make things around. Yeah, looking at the other side though. But take note, they don't know that she's there.
Oh no!
That's gonna be 1. Make it another. Valorant is a horror game, but Shirazi still takes the trade. And right now we do see the post-ban situation is there still for the side of Alter Ego. But right now, that's going to be Blade Storm by Ayumiii. Takes 1. It's going to be another no. Decides to hide. But uses the updraft for any amount of intel in towards heaven here. And we see that the others are also in standby. Ali takes 1. Japips as well for the taking 7-3 onto our scoreboard. Will Tarathiel spot it out. No, as Japips takes 1. oreopheliaa for the trade and secures this round for 2k.
Yeah, an 8th for a trade and then going to be, but they're leaving Eisberg in there actually, so potentially she might be able to kill Ali there with her operator. Alright, she's slow peeking. Look at this crab walk, but Ali gets the headshot onto Eisberg. She's playing around in the Viper's pit too much there, but they're all going to A instead. Alter Ego Celeste are just taking the fight elsewhere. They don't want to fight against the pit. They just left Eisberg there to see if she can find a cheeky kill onto Ali.
30 seconds left.
But look at this, slowly marching in towards A. Alter Ego finds Ayumiii here, gets capriciouS down. That's going to be a wall from screens. And enerii with the op kill, beautifully done in an off-camp situation here. Goes to heaven. Really nice pre-aim choice for her here. So, you know, this is basically your best play because you're quite too far off the map. So is it going to be 1? No. But showstopper, will it do wonders? enerii takes Japips down with an operator once again. Let's see, post plant really nice on the side of Alter Ego here. They're quite separated, so they can't do a double peak composition for the side of TCA. It's quite risky, but if they do want to, they have to. Ali takes one, Ayumiii for the trade, and only Ali to remain. Is this a clutch? No! Ayumiii shuts it down for 3k of her own, 9-3 on the score. That opening that they need B right now.
Well, they have the first takedown on Ayumiii here, who's hitting all of her shots, and she's gonna get topped up as well. Tries to go for a third kill, but immediately decides, nah, I only have 23 health. I should probably fall back here. Nice spray from her as well, even before going down. But it's now down to a 5v3, and for TC Arise, honestly, on the attacking side, they need a little bit of a cleaner execution here. They can't just go in dry against AE Celeste, because AE Celeste aren't going to be ready. And they're going to win the aim duel, so you're going to need a little bit more teamwork, a little bit more utility usage to really take down AE Celeste here. But I think it's just a bit too much to handle right now.
And as I see how they are, you know, transversing from mid towards garage, and it's still heavily guarded by Tarathiel, or just, you know, jiggle peeking all throughout just to see some amount of intel, which is actually nice. But right now, goes in towards with the smoke. That's going to be a dash. Let's see if it's going to put into light. Ayumiii still takes 3. Is it going to be a 4? Tarathiel, no, will be taking a kill of her own. And Ali for the trade. And Tarathiel to basically
out of options.
Judge play coming in potentially by enerii. That's gonna be 1. We get a 2, 3, 4, and an 8. No. Ali goes for the shutdown there. I mean, I kind of expected for a bit, but you know, I got rolled.
Yeah, I was about to scream for the ace, and then Ali with a right click on the classic. I mean, who wins, right? Is it the classic right click or a judge? But it seems like the classic right click, at least for Ali, won this time around. But they do love the judge. They used to use the judge's debuggies. AE Celeste love this on split, and especially with enerii, she mixes it with her blast pack. Not this time because they were pushing, but she uses it with their mobility, and they're able to get these kills because they catch him by surprise. And Ayumiii, with the exact same judge, is gonna
look. You see Ali on towards A, and that could have been technically a free thing, but right now she is going to use all her utilities, well, most of her utilities at least, for the wall to just create noise so that B side is open. But look at this. They haven't planted the spike yet because they still think that Celeste is still on towards B. But right now, I think this could be a free take for the side of TCA, unless otherwise I jinxed it. But Alexy finally gets it down, make it a 2k. Very nice spray transfer all through. Spike is already planted on towards B side. And to be fair, I think they kind of reacted to Ali's utilities from A side. So let's see how it's gonna go. They're quite in the lineup, so they have to be very careful. That could be collateral capriciouS for the 1. You know, Ali and the gang were actually doing just so that it can really turn into a favorable manner for them.
Yeah, and they have the big guns here right now. For AE Celeste, they could not buy for this round anymore, so they should just take advantage of this gun difference that they currently have. And Alexy with a quick satchel onto the side. There's no one waiting in the side. There are some nano swarms there, but Eisberg quickly gets taken out by Alexy. The site is clear at this point in time, and it looks like TC Arise are going to take control of it. The spike's going to go down, and it's going to be difficult for the side of AE Celeste. But don't count them out just yet. Tarathiel still has a rifle, enerii has a rifle of her own, and Ayumiii with the Bladestorm plus the Marshall is still pretty lethal. So 5v4 right now, but against 4 rifles, they really need to pull some sick kills to get this round back.
And looking at their retake positions here, 2 on screens, and actually technically 3, and then 1 in towards heaven. They need that double peek, but Ayumiii takes down 1, oreopheliaa takes an opening for another, trades for Shirazi and Ali. But look at the positions right now. Ayumiii just basically go for cleanup, and this is where you know, the prowess comes in for the side of Alter Ego. They know basically
have some rivals in other teams, but TC Arise are definitely not, this is not their map. So we'll have to see in the next map if they can actually do something. But AE Celeste, they lost a few rounds to TC Arise, and I expected it to be a bit more one-sided, but they're making it a bit competitive, especially with Ali. really showing up. But AE Celeste now just with a firing squad at mid, not giving them an inch. 3 members of AE Celeste at mid right now, and 2 of them have already been taken down on the side of TCR Rise. There's a showstopper getting used as well. Spots one, takes down Shirazi. 2 HP left on enerii here. She's gonna spot where the rest are. Ayumiii gets a kill as well. It's all down to Japips. 1v4. She's gonna take 3 down, and it's a 1v2 right now. She has 22 HP. She can res her teammates, but she doesn't know if it's safe yet. There's the res coming out. No one else is peeking. It's now back to a 2v2. TCR Rise, they now have a chance.
Loving how Japips just go for that barbecue, went for that collateral in towards this B site. But then again, this is 2 on 2. They only have 30 seconds, so they need to basically create a decision to commit into a site. Take note, however, Tarathiel is also here in the vicinity. They can't go for that rotate unless they go hand towards mid and then vent, then go A. But right now, look at this though. Tarathiel spots out the head of Alexy, with only Japips being the only member in towards the site. So Tarathiel, to be fair, does not know Japips is here, but let's see who gets the first shot. I love the hiding position coming from Tarathiel, but Japips goes for the 4. Is it going to be the ace? The spike is going to make it in towards the plant. How is she going to position herself, though? Goes in towards the garage. This is interesting. But right now, the head is in the eye of Eisberg. Takes it, and look at that. Just 13-4 on the scoreline.
Feels like we saw so many aces